Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into the video. This is Troy here. This is a video that I made just before New Year's about a boy that was injured the year before during somebody celebrating the New Year's with gunfire. And it severely injured him. I saw pictures of him in different news articles and different things like that. That they had taken, and just the injury that the kid had, and somebody fired 22 in the air from miles away, and it hit the kid right in the top of the head. And you know, for people to say that 22 doesn't cause any damage, if you would have seen these pictures, it was just horrible. And so what I wanted to do is repost this as for people not to celebrate by shooting their guns during any holiday, but now that we're coming up for 4th of July in the next 10 days or so, I just wanted to pass this video along again. Have as much fun as you want during the 4th of July. When it comes time for the fireworks to go off, have fun, set off the fireworks, be safe with those, but leave the guns away, leave them at home, leave them locked up, leave them just keep them put away, and don't shoot them to celebrate or at any time, but especially coming up for the 4th of July, because you hear it every year about any type of a holiday that people are injured or killed, and it's just not worth it to celebrate. So use the fireworks, you know, and have a good time and be safe with those, but just leave the guns in their safes or where you keep them at, and don't bring them out at all. So watch the video, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey everybody, Troy here. I'd like to make a little serious video today. With New Year's coming up, I see this happening almost every year, not only in my area, but all around you know, the United States. This is a CNN.com story that came out last year after New Year's. Says Florida boy injured by celebratory gunfire is improving. This was a 12-year-old boy, and the story just briefly goes on to say a 12-year-old West Florida boy apparently struck by a bullet fired skyward during a New Year's Eve celebration is improving, but remains in serious condition, authorities said Tuesday. Overnight, his condition was upgraded from critical to serious, said Larry McKinnon of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. The bullet is still lodged in the boy's head, and doctors are working to control the swelling around the brain. Until the bullet is removed, detectives cannot compare it to the other bullets to help determine a possible suspect in the shooting, said McKinnon. Diego Duran, 12, was sitting in his front yard of his Ruskin, Florida home, watching fireworks at 1 a.m. Sunday when he fell to the ground bleeding from the nose and eyes, McKinnon said. The victim's mother drove him to the South Bay Hospital in Sun City Center, where doctors determined that a gunshot had gone through the top of the boy's head. The child was then transferred to Tampa General Hospital, where he was in critical condition Sunday afternoon. And then it also goes on to say the boy's mother, Sandy Duran, spoke to reporters Monday about her son. His brain is still in the stage of the 48 to 72 hours where it swells. There's a lot of inflammation going on, and the doctors cannot say what he will and won't be able to do, she said. What he will and won't be able to do, she said, sorry. The good news is that he is moving his extremities. He can move his hands. He can move his legs. He has opened his eyes. And then this part of the story goes on to describe about the family and about the son. And then it also goes on to say no one in the immediate area around the victim's house was firing a gun. The boy's relatives and neighbors told detectives police believe the celebratory gunfire, possibly shot from miles away, wounded the boy. If the wound is determined to be from a celebratory gunshot, it would be not the first time a child inadvertently shot in the southeast. New Year's Eve and in the hours after midnight, in 2009, a 4-year-old Marquiel Peters died after a bullet went through the roof of a suburban Atlanta church and hit him. And then the story goes on. You can look at that on CNN.com. And the story was from January 4th of 2012. And then I just want to just click on here, and this was from the Miami Herald 3 days ago, and now this is the mother 3 days ago. Thank goodness the boy survived and is doing much, much better. And this, like I said, this is from the Miami Herald 3 days ago. Mom urges people not to shoot on the New Year's Eve. The mother of the boy who was hit by a stray bullet from celebratory gunfire on New Year's Day 2012 is speaking out in hopes of preventing similar injuries. Sandy Duran of Ruskin created a campaign called Bullet Free Sky after her 13-year-old son Diego was hit in the head by a bullet while standing in his front yard. She's holding a news conference Thursday to urge people not to celebrate with gunshots. Diego has undergone several surgeries to remove the bullet from his face, 2 brain aneurysms, and a procedure to seal off leaking spinal fluid. The nonprofit effort was started to raise awareness about the dangers of celebratory gunfire. Sandy Duran created a website to produce a public service announcement to get the message out. So, very sad story. Luckily, the young man is doing much better. I saw pictures of him when he was in the hospital, hair shaved back, and he was in a coma. So this year, guys, on New Year's, be gun safe and don't use guns to celebrate. There's firecrackers, fireworks. Have a good time, but don't bring the guns out. It's just a disaster waiting to happen. So hopefully everybody does have a great New Year's, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the video.